What's up, guys? So before you waste another dollar on powdered supplements, because there's so many on the market, I'm going to be here to help you guys rank them by what's mandatory, what's optional, and what is a complete scam. So stick with me. We're going to go through all of these plus some more that I don't have, because obviously those are the scam ones. And yeah, I'll help you guys save some money. So let's get rid of this and we'll get into the intro. So guys, my name is Chris. I'm here to basically take the bro science and the sports science stuff, mix it all together, decipher it for you guys so that I can make it as simple and easy as possible for you guys to make your gains, so that you guys aren't overthinking anything when you're in the gym or doing your nutrition or anything like that. Just being able to focus on execution. And we're going over a myriad of different powder supplements, and we're going to do a part 2 on pills that I take. So like fish oils, multivitamin, all that stuff. We'll cover that in a different video, but this one is mostly focused on powders. So that being said, there's some on here that aren't actually powders, but I'm throwing them in there because they're kind of in the same ballpark. The first one I want to start with is electrolyte powders. A lot of them come in this. You get maybe like 10, 15, 20 packs of these. And honestly, if you get a good brand, fantastic. You go for like store-bought brand, not really the best, but the problem with these are they're expensive. Now, first and foremost, do you actually need electrolyte powders? Yes and no. I'm going to actually put this in the optional tier because 1, they're expensive. 2, if you're not doing high intensity exercises for long periods of time, you probably don't need this. If you're doing 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour workouts, water is going to be just fine. As long as you're getting adequate amount of water throughout the day, you're not really going to need electrolytes. Now, do they have benefits? Yeah, absolutely. Like, electrolytes are great. They can keep endurance going for a lot longer, especially if you get something like this that's sugar-free. Fantastic. You're not adding extra calories or anything like that. You're just getting essentially all the electrolytes that you need. The thing is like I said, these are expensive. So if you are going to go with saying that, hey, I do really want to be intaking electrolytes on a daily basis, this is what I recommend. It is this and some table salt. Now this packet right here probably costs maybe $1, $2 each packet. Now you get, this is called light salt. This is magnesium citrate. I think this whole bottle is like $2, and I think this whole thing is like $3. And then you get some coarse sea salt. So a mixture of this with coarse sea salt, and salt is obviously extremely cheap. You take quarter tablespoon of this, quarter tablespoon of this, quarter tablespoon of the sea salt, and last but not least, half a scoop of this. Ends up coming out to about 25 cents maybe per drink, and you're getting everything you need in terms of electrolytes. Obviously you can go with the 0-calorie ones, but even with this, 1 scoop is 80 calories. So it's great. I take this every morning and during my workout. So that's actually going to take me to the second one that I want to cover, and that is BCAAs. Now there's a ton of companies out there that want to sell you BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, because they're cheap to manufacture and you can put a hefty premium price tag on them because of marketing and all that stuff. The bottom line is BCAAs, you can tell I don't have them on the table because I don't use them and I'm not going to waste my money on them. Do they have their place? Absolutely. The thing is, you're going to get most of what you need from foods if you have a whole food diet. If I can find them cheap enough, I'll use them for my intro workout. It's fine. Like, BCAAs are great. I just personally think that they're a waste of money. I'd rather spend my money elsewhere on supplements that actually do have better ROI in terms of results and stuff like that. Really, like I said, for intro workout, what you're looking for in an intro workout powder is something that's going to keep you going. So it's going to replenish your glycogen levels so that you have more, your body's able to create more ATP and basically allow you to have more energy to push through longer workouts. And you're looking for something with hydration. So that's why these are great, along with the other 3 things: the salt, light salt, and the magnesium citrate. Those are all replenishing your hydration. So your hydration, check. That's the first thing. This right here is replacing, this is easily and fast digesting simple sugar carbs. And that's what your body uses to make ATP, and ATP is what your body uses to produce energy and allow you to put out more output and performance during your workouts. So with the mixture of those things doing your hydration, and this replenishing your glycogen levels, that's really all you need in an intra workout, is something that's going to allow you to push past that hour mark, go half an hour, even 2 hours if you're really going for it. But again, if you're doing a 30-minute workout, you don't necessarily need this, and you definitely don't need BCAAs. Since we're on the topic of intra workouts, let's talk pre-workouts. For me, pre-workout is a must. The only thing is, this comes with a caveat. There are a ton of pre-workouts out there that are like $50, $60 for a tub this size. And a lot of them have proprietary blends. So you're not really, what that means is a proprietary blend is you don't know what's in there. So they'll say it's proprietary matrix blend of X, Y, and Z ingredients, but they don't tell you how much of those ingredients are in there. So usually it'll be like one pretty expensive ingredient followed by 3 or 4 inexpensive ingredients. And obviously they're not putting a lot of the expensive ingredients in there. So you want to get something that doesn't have a matrix. And I say that, but for example, you guys probably can't see this, but this actually does have a matrix on the bottom, but next to it, it's still telling you exactly how much of each ingredient is in that matrix. So that's the first thing that you want to look at when you're looking at a pre-workout. Don't buy anything that says proprietary blend or matrix or anything like that if it's not specifically showing you how much of each ingredient is in there, because if they're not telling you how much is in there, they're obviously trying to scam you for your money. The other thing, look, I've tried the $50, $60 pre-workouts, and I've tried the $20 workout pre-workouts. Dude, the extra $40 is not worth it. If anything, just take 2 scoops of this, man. But you don't even need that. This is what I look for. I look for high caffeine content because I go to the gym at like 4 usually. And by that time, I've already hit the midday like crash. So I like something with a lot of caffeine. Some people don't. Some people like ones with no stimulants. That's fine. I like to see beta-alanine in there. And I like to see L-citrulline, which is also something that we're going to talk about right after this because I actually supplement with extra. Like, for example, this one is the caged pre-workout. This has 3.5 grams of L-citrulline. That's not quite enough. It's good. It's better than nothing, but you really want to be aiming for like 8 grams. So more than double of what this offers. And this has 188 milligrams of caffeine, which is great. My biggest thing is tastes good. It's cheap. This tub was $20. It's got 20 servings in it, so it's $1 a serving. I switch between this one, and once I get a tolerance on this one, I switch over to another one called Mutant Madness. You can get it on Amazon. Again, it's like $20. They have a whole bunch of flavors, and it's fantastic. So pre-workout for me is definitely a must. To kind of piggyback off that, boom, L-citrulline. This stuff is great. You buy it in bulk, very cheap. Bulk supplements is the place to go. You can get it on Amazon. Actually, on that note, I'm going to be putting affiliate links down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use those links, but it does help me if you guys decide to buy any of this stuff. So use those links, man. Anyways, L-citrulline, buy it in bulk, super cheap. Like I said, you're trying to get 1 teaspoon of this. 1 teaspoon is 3 grams. And like I said, I'm aiming for like 6 to 8 grams. This has 167 servings in it. So even half that, you're getting 80 servings of 6 to 8 grams. Stuff is amazing. And what this does is this is called Nitric Oxide Booster. So it boosts your nitric oxide, but what does that actually do? That is a vasodilator. So when your nitric oxide levels are boosted, your veins will open up and allow blood flow more freely, obviously because they're dilating like this. So say your blood vessels are usually like this size, take a good amount of this, the right amount, opens it up, blood flow can go faster, which speeds up recovery. And the biggest thing is increases your pump. So if you're really trying to get a pump, L-citrulline is the way to go. This stuff is great. Can't recommend it enough. I think I would have to put this in the optional. You don't need to have a pump. You don't need to look sick as fuck when you're working out. But if you want that, this is a must. And it's so cheap that it's like, why wouldn't you? It doesn't add any flavor to any of your drinks, so throw it in with your pre-workout. You won't even notice it's there. Last thing, a lot of people, I used to actually take L-arginine for the same reason, nitric oxide boost. The thing is, there has been new studies that have come out that show that L-citrulline actually converts to L-arginine better and gets absorbed in the body better than L-arginine taken directly. So you'll see that the whole supplement market has kind of shifted, because before they were pushing L-arginine a lot because they're like, that's the end product that we're trying to get the body to produce is L-arginine, because that is the actual nitric oxide booster. But it's not as highly bioavailable as L-citrulline. So L-citrulline actually gets converted better and reabsorbed into the body better than L-arginine. And I think it's actually cheaper than L-arginine. So L-citrulline is definitely the winner on that one. Go for it, guys. Give it a try. This is a fat burner. Now, don't click off yet. I know. This is definitely in the optional category. This stuff, there's nothing on the market that's going to burn your fat, and you definitely can't do targeted fat loss. But I wouldn't say it's a scam if you're using it for the right reasons. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to take a fat burner and then I don't have to go do cardio. Like, I'm just going to melt the fat off. It doesn't work like that. What I use it for is metabolism boost. So that sounds lame too, because it sounds like I'm saying fat loss, but it's not. Here's what I mean. When I take this with my pre-workout, I leave the gym drenched. Like, my shirt will go from a light shade to a dark shade because it is soaked in sweat, because this thing gets you going. Now, they say that you can take 2 capsules. I take 1 because it's adding another 135 milligrams of caffeine. So that plus the pre-workout, you're looking at 300 milligrams of caffeine. So again, if you're trying to go for 60 to 90 minutes, going all out, high intensity, high volume, that caffeine level is not too bad. This also has some cayenne pepper in it, black pepper. So the bioprene, the black pepper, actually helps with absorption of all the other things that you're taking, whether it's in this, in the L-citrulline, or in the pre-workout. That black pepper that's in this one, this is the Jack Factory Labs Burn XT. It's the one I've always used. That black pepper helps with absorption of all the other ingredients that you're taking. So that alone, to me, is worth it, because better bioavailability, better usage of the things that I'm actually taking. I mean, this is probably the most expensive one. I think this is like $27, and it lasts 42 days for me. Check it out if you guys want to. If you're a beginner, I'm not going to say, yo, go get this. This is going to take your gains to the next level, because it's not. It just helps me stay focused and stay energized during the workout, which allows me to continue to push envelope and the volume and the intensity. I sound like I'm pushing 50 kilos of terkestrone. Terkestrone, don't ask me my opinion on that. Haven't tried it. Don't really feel the need to, but hey, Greg, if you're watching, you want to send me some, I'll try it, man. Here's a big one. Protein powder. Now, protein powder, it's hard to put this one in a category. For me, it's essential. You have to have protein powder. For some people, it's optional. Does this replace real foods and real protein? Absolutely not. But when you're trying to hit a daily goal of 200 grams of protein plus every single day, this is clutch. I actually start my mornings with this. I used to take it post-workout, but I actually start my mornings with this. I get 2 scoops and it's 60 grams of protein. That's the first thing I consume every day. So 60 grams of protein right away. And then I just got to make up 140 through chicken, beef, beans, whatever else I decide to eat throughout the day. You'll notice this is just the Walmart brand, man. There are a ton of them out there that want to sell you, again, $60, $70 protein powders. And look, man, if you're this vegan only, gluten-free, grass-fed, whatever, then spend the money and get the pea protein that tastes like literal dirt out of the earth. That's fine. I'm gonna stick with my cookies and cream. So this has whey protein concentrate and whey protein isolate. The concentrate is obviously a lower quality than the isolate, but you're getting a mix of both. Your body doesn't really know the difference. It just knows, am I getting my 200 grams of protein or not? It doesn't know if it's from peas or lentils or cow's milk or whatever. It just knows that you're getting the protein. So if your main goal is putting on size, mass, or leaning, putting on muscle or whatever, it's all about just hitting that protein goal. This will help you get there. At the end of the day, protein powder is the most cost-effective way to get protein per gram. So even compared to like chicken breast, the per gram cost of the powder is by far the best. So again, for me, I will always say you need protein powder. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a huge supplement. That's why they call them supplements. It's not a replacement for your food, but it's an amazing supplement and it helps you hit your goals a lot quicker. Same thing if you get to the end of the day and you're like, damn, I'm 60 grams behind on my protein goal today, but I gotta go to bed. This takes 5 seconds to chug down. Boom, you got 60, you hit your goal. And honestly, if 20 bucks is the difference between you hitting your goal and not hitting your goal, I say it's well worth it. Getting down to the last part of it, this is, I mentioned that the electrolytes and everything I take every morning, and this is what I put with it. So we got 3 things. Now, these are by no means an essential. I gotta say, out of all of them, if I had to pick one of these 3, it'd be this one, creatine monohydrate. If you've been on YouTube looking at different supplement videos or just done research on supplement videos, I know you've seen creatine, so I'm not gonna go too much in depth on this. What I do wanna say though is it's one of the most researched supplements ever on the market. It goes back to the days of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff. This stuff is proven to work. There's no question, there's no debate whether or not this stuff works. And it is also the cheapest supplement that you can get. This tub I think is like, I don't even know because I've had it for so long. You buy it and then you're surprised when you run out because it lasts forever, and it's like 10 bucks, I think, 10 bucks. And this lasts forever. 5 grams a day, all you need. You don't need to cycle off. A lot of people are like, oh, you need to cycle on and cycle off, otherwise I don't even know what they say. People think that you need to cycle creatine. You don't. One thing to watch out for when you first start taking it, it does make you retain water more. So you're gonna see a little bit of bloating, but that'll eventually fade. The other thing is there was a new study that came out that said taking this, was it pre or post workout, actually enhances the effects by some marginal amount. But I wouldn't worry about timing or anything. Like I said, I take this in the morning and it works just fine for me. Creatine is great for boosting strength, boosting endurance, boosting power output when you're lifting. It's an essential. And again, there's no debate about this. This stuff works. And you can see again, Walmart brand, don't pay up for this stuff, man. It's literally all the same. There's no different levels to creatine. Get whatever's the cheapest. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Now the last 2 for the morning drinks, super greens and collagen. Super greens is honestly just because I don't eat enough veggies and fruits. I just don't. I wish my wife made me more veggies and fruits. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's the thing. I'm focused mostly on macronutrients throughout the day, but micronutrients I know are still important for recovery mostly is why I take this. It is a little bit on the expensive side. This is by no means mandatory. I'm not even sure if I'd recommend it for most people. It's just that honestly in my old age, like I know I need to be getting micronutrients. And so I take it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel healthy. When you start your morning with a green drink, you're just like, oh, cool, I'm healthy now. It's great. But past that, man, you don't really need it. But still, I'm going to put the link down there if you guys decide to. I think it's great. Helps with fiber, probiotics. So helps your gut health, which is a huge one for me, especially because I used to indulge in alcoholic beverages a lot, so helping my gut any way I can definitely helps. Lastly is collagen peptides. This is something that I've been taking like very recently because I thought this was for women, honestly. I thought collagen peptides were like something that women took for their hair and nails and stuff like that, but I did a little bit of research through ChatGPT, and this stuff, man, it's great. Helps with hair health, skin health. And then the one thing that blew my mind with this is if you look on the back of this, there's 10 grams of protein in this in 1 scoop, and there's 41 scoops in this. So I take a scoop of this with, and it doesn't taste like anything. So I take a scoop of this with 2 scoops of protein powder first thing in the morning, 70 grams of protein across the board, and I chug it down in like 5 seconds. Dude. So this is not only helping your skin elasticity, your hair growth, but it's also giving you gains. So while this is not mandatory, definitely 10 grams of protein isn't life-changing. You can go eat like half of a protein bar and get that same amount, but you're not going to get the same benefits of like the skin health, the hair health. And, you know, I know you guys are focused on gains and everything, but aesthetics comes down to the whole package. So if you're going to have oily, nasty skin, but be shredded and jacked, doesn't really go that far. So take care of your skin, make sure you're hydrating and stuff with all this stuff, and you'll have the whole package, man. So that's pretty much it. I can't think of any. Oh, the one thing I am missing is mass gainer. So this kind of just goes in the same realm as the protein powders. I don't take mass gainer anymore because I'm not trying to put on more weight. I'm trying to kind of like maintain and or cut. But if you are stuck in this phase of like, man, I've been working out 4, 5, 6 weeks and I haven't put on a single pound, you're not eating enough. And the way to force yourself to eat more is go get some mass gainer powder. I think it's like, it is on the expensive side, but it lasts a long time. I think it's like $50 for like 10 pounds of it. And one scoop is like 550 calories. So do that. That'll help you put on weight. If you drink 1 or 2 of those a day and you tell me that you've been doing that for 4 weeks and you still haven't put on weight, then I don't know what to tell you at that point. So it works, man. Like I said, the next video is going to be on the actual pills, like fish oils, multivitamins. It's actually quite a few that I take, some mandatory, some just optional, just like this. But you don't want to miss that because it's a lot of good information to optimize gains, man. So till then, hopefully you guys got something out of this. Again, use the links down below. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And it's your way of saying thank you for giving you this information, this wonderful information on getting shredded, jacked, and juicy and tan and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for spending your time with me. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. You know what to do. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.